Hello and welcome to a new project. Coming up, I'll show you how to transform your car from this to this. Alright, so with the help of Big Red here, I'll take you through my process of bringing back the shine. I'll take you through the theory and I'll discuss the different products I've tried, what's worked for me and what hasn't. Later on, I'll tell you about the new SUV we've purchased to replace the Nissan Murano that we sold. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll know what the vehicle is already, but for everyone else, you will find out in this video. I've also invested in a whiteboard now. All the famous YouTubers have one, so I thought, why not? We'll start with the theory first. If you're not interested in that part, you can skip to this part of the video. For everyone else, stand by for some mind-blowing graphics. Introducing the board. Sorry about the lighting. We have 4 colors here, so the illustrations will be in multicolor. We also have an eraser here, so you can already tell this will be a high quality production. We will start with layers in car paint. We first have the surface, usually metal or plastic. On top of this we have the primer. Then we have the actual paint layer. And the paint layer is covered by a clear coat, which gives the paint shine and protection from the elements. Cutting and polishing involves using abrasives to remove the very top layer of clear coat. And you just want to remove the very top layer. You don't want to go too far down. Now with the polishing process, you start working with a coarse abrasive and you move on to finer abrasives to bring out the shine. The harshest abrasive you can use is sandpaper. After a car has been painted, the clear coat doesn't dry evenly, so you have high and low spots, which gives the paint an orange peel look. Wet sanding with 3000 to 5000 grit sandpaper takes away this unevenness. You can also wet sand areas of heavy oxidation, but you'll probably end up going through the clear coat, so be careful. Next, we cut in compounds. Now we'll zoom into the surface we've just wet sanded. By going back and forth along the surface, you're creating scratches and grooves. A cut-in compound has abrasives, which takes away the high spots and makes the surface look more even. Like sandpaper, you use this to polish fresh paint jobs. If you're using this on old paint, you can risk going through the clear coat. With most cars, you'll start with a straight polish and you'll finish off with the wax. If you've just used a cut-in compound or you're just about to start the process and we zoom into the surface, you can see the fine scratches and blemishes from dirt and oxidation. A polish has finer abrasives than a cut-in compound, which will remove this very top layer. You then add a wax to cover the even finer scratches the polish has left behind. Wax will give the paint a deeper shine. The wax also protects the paint and you should reapply it every 3 to 6 months. Alright, so we're up to the actual demonstration on Big Red. If you've skipped the first part of the video, welcome back. I'll talk about the products as we go. I'll divide the work area in half so we get a better sense of the before and after. Start with washing the car. Use a car detergent or soap. Some soaps have wax incorporated and these are more gentle on the paint, so it's best to use those. And completely soak the surface. Instead of rinsing it off with water, I wipe away the dirty soap with a dry microfiber towel. Undistilled water has a lot of impurities, and the minerals in the water will leave water spots, so it's best to wipe it off. And I'll repeat the process 3 times. Some people will choose to clay bar next. I'm not a fan. You're basically rubbing dirt and deposits into your paint job, and a microfiber towel is a lot softer on the surface. It's up to you if you want to use this, but I'm not a fan. I'll start with the polish. The product I use is made by Mothers. I've also found McGuire's to be good as well, but this is what I use. I'll leave an affiliate link in the description below if you wanted to get some of this goodness. This is in the middle range in terms of pricing. It also comes in a step 2, which is a finer polish. Now, to be quite honest, I don't think the step 2 makes a huge amount of difference, so you can skip this if you want. To apply the polish, you can either use a buffer. If you don't have one, you can buy buffing pads which you can put on a drill. But I mainly just use a microfiber cloth. The good thing about doing it by hand is you won't take too much clear coat off, which is especially important on old paint. You can also focus on areas that needed more. And now I'll show you how to put the stuff on. Make sure you're putting the polish onto a cool surface. You put dots of polish spread evenly apart and apply it in a circular motion. While I do this, I'm inspecting the polish. If the polish turns red, it means I've gone right through the clear coat and into the paint, and I need to stop. But so far so good. As it dries into a white haze, you wipe it off. And the last step is your wax. Mothers also makes a good wax, but it's quite expensive. This turtle wax product is probably just as good, and it's half the price. Now to apply the wax, I'm using a pad. You apply this in a circular motion. Once it dries off, you wipe away the excess by going back and forth in one direction. Then do this in the opposite direction. This should prevent swirl marks. Now I'll skip back one step to the cutting compound. I've tried a few different products, but I really like this Play-Dead paste by CRC. And we'll try this on this heavily oxidized area. Now usually if it looks like this, it means it's gone right through the clear coat, but we'll see how we get on. And as you can see, there's a bit of red, which means we've gone right through the clear coat. If we zoom in here, you can see this white haze, which means the paint layer is affected too. We'll keep on going, but we'll probably have to repaint this. And we've gone right through the paint and into the black plastic bumper. We'll have to apply some retouch paint after this. Now I'll remove the tape and repeat the process on the other side. and that's it on the paint restoration on Big Red. Make sure you subscribe and follow for more work on this car. I'll also restore the faded trim. What color would you go there? Would you go original black, or would you go red or silver? I'll also do the hubcaps as well. And what color would you go with those? Let me know in the comments below. And as promised, it's time for the big reveal. That's right, it's a Toyota Harrier. Yeah, no, it's nothing too exciting, sorry. Like I said, it's a replacement for our 2005 Nissan Murano. We were looking for an upgrade, but somehow ended up going back in years. I'll also have some more projects on this vehicle, and I feel like it needs a good name. What's a good name for a Toyota Harrier? Alright, that's it for me. Please subscribe and hit the notification bell for more upcoming projects. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.